Are you ready to buy a home? Today we're going to talk about 4 things to think about before purchasing a home to make sure you're ready to buy a home. I'm Delaney. I am a local Boise real estate agent, and I'm here to share all the things that you need to know about purchasing a home and to have the right mindset going into purchasing a home. Buying a home should never be dictated by the fact that other people around you are purchasing a home. Instead, you need to make sure that your finances and your situation align appropriately prior to making the decision to buy a home. I totally get how, if all of your friends are purchasing homes, how that can be a really big temptation to want to purchase a home. However, if you are not financially ready, it is not going to be a positive experience for you. So here are a few really big questions to ask yourself prior to being able to purchase a home. The first question you need to ask yourself is if you can afford this property. So oftentimes when people think of affording a property, they think of down payment and their mortgage. And while those things are the first steps to understanding if you can afford to live in this home or afford to purchase this home, there are a few other things that we need to consider. So let's first talk about down payment. If you need assistance getting a down payment for whatever reason, there are some local housing programs that allow you to get a little bit of assistance. So Idaho Housing is a great opportunity for those who live in Idaho who qualify for their programs. If you're interested in learning more about Idaho Housing, get in contact, leave me a comment below, send me an email. I'll leave my email up here for you guys. And we can get you in contact with a lender who can really look at your situation and figure out if you can afford a home and if you can qualify for down payment assistance through Idaho Housing or other local programs. The next thing you need to be aware of is your actual mortgage. So your actual mortgage is going to be set up with your payment to pay back your loan. You also may have mortgage insurance in that, as well as you are probably going to have an escrow account with that is going to cover your insurance for the house, as well as your taxes. Now, those aren't necessarily you have to have them for an escrow account. It depends on your loan and what is required through that loan. So something to ask the questions about is how much will that escrow account be every month? It could be anywhere from $200 to $800 extra on top of what you're actually paying on your mortgage. This is the amount that can also fluctuate year to year. So the amount that you're paying back that you owe on your loan won't change. However, your escrow account can change. And so you need to be ready for that flexibility because insurance goes up typically every year, and so does taxes. So those are going to increase every year. So that part of your mortgage payment may increase. You also need to make sure you have enough funds to cover things like electricity, garbage, sewage, gas. All those things are an additional couple $100s a month to just keep your household running. And these are all expenses that you need to make sure you know you can afford prior to applying for a loan or understanding to get into that rhythm of like wanting to purchase and going to look at homes. Like you just need to make sure you can afford it, everything that goes into it. The question you need to ask is, how is my credit? So this is an important factor if you are looking to purchase a home in the next year, is understanding what your credit is, how many pulls you have on your credit, do you have any delinquencies, things like that, all can go into effect the mortgage rate that you are going to get. Ideally, your credit score is above 680. Now, that isn't a hard line, but if you are right there around 680 or different circumstances can cause different things to happen within your credit, it is really important to talk to a lender and understand where your credit score needs to be to qualify for certain loans and what options they have for you, maybe if you do have a lower credit score. Now, I cannot give you exact specifics because it is really dependent on your specific situation. And so we would have to have a conversation in order to understand where things lie. The next question would be, are you planning to stay in this home for the next 3 to 5 years? Now, I understand that situations happen. Life happens. We cannot totally predict exactly what is going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years. But if you are forecasting a situation that you know there is a chance in 2 years that I get a job promotion and I might have to move to a new area, purchasing a home may not be the right option for you. May. Just depends. Again, if you can foresee that you were going to stay in this home for the next 3 to 5 years, that is when you know you should purchase a home. You should not purchase it if you know you're going to be moving within a year, unless the right circumstances come up. Like, it's just, you're not going to get the investment back in a home by not staying there at least 3 to 5 years. The next question you need to ask is, are you ready to take care of a home? Now, I can tell you from my own experience that had you asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have said absolutely not. I am not looking for a yard. I don't want to mow. I don't want to do any of these things. And a condo or an apartment would have been a better option for me. Now, fast forward 10 years, and I actually don't mind mowing the lawn, and I don't mind doing some of these things. However, I also kind of know where my limits are. I know where I'm going to budget to have a professional come in to work on things, or where I'm going to DIY it myself and take care of it. Like I said, I don't mind mowing the lawn now, so I will go mow the lawn, and I'm not going to pay for a landscaper. If I needed to have some plumbing work done, I know I'm going to call a professional to do that. But those are all things I am aware of that may need to happen in my home that keep my home up to standard. There's no delayed maintenance. And that's where you need to make sure you are ready to have those expenses, as well as take the time to maintain your home and keep it in proper working order. So if you do ever go to sell it, you have kept up on all the maintenance. Once you've asked yourself the questions that I just proposed to you, and you feel like you are in a really good space, then it would be a great time to talk to a real estate agent about those needs. Now, if you are local to Boise, I would love to help you out. If you are outside the Boise area, I have a network of agents who I like and trust, and I'm happy to send recommendations your way to help you get started in the home buying journey. I cannot wait to chat with you guys more. If you are local to Boise, please reach out. If you are looking for an agent anywhere across the country, please feel free. I am happy to help find you an agent if that is what you need. We will chat soon. I will see you guys next week. Bye.